Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We will continue the remaining lectures on mitochondria. Now, in the previous lecture, we have finished up with the electron transport chain and the role of F1 particle. On this slide, you see the mechanism through which the H-ions are transported across the inner mitochondrial membrane to the intramembranous space. Now, with the help of various enzymes located in the transmembrane proteins, NADH is converted into NAD plus ion, and H ion are again produced and transported in the intramembranous space. The electron remaining later dissipated within the mitochondrial matrix, they will act with the H ion, react with the H ion to form the water molecule with the help of oxygen. Now, these hydrogen ions are freely available within the intermembranous space for transportation across the F1 particle, where there is the grid of the energy production in the form of ATP. These H ions, when transported across the tunnel within the F1 particle, it will move the rotation, clockwise rotation in the F1 particle. They will move and release the active sites for ATP synthesis, and this will add up the ATP molecule to further phosphate residues and form the ATP molecule. In this diagram, you see this is H ion, PO4 minus 3 again added up, and then ATP is produced as an energy reservoir. Now, this is the mechanism through which this is F1 particle will act in the production of ATP molecule. Now, one is the rotor. Rotor means within the membrane spin clockwise. This rotor move clockwise direction. When the H ion from the intermembranous space move this tunnel in the F1 particle, move inside in the matrix. Look at the picture. Coming from the intermembranous space, H ion move. These H ion come from electron transport chain system. Previous slide you have studied. These H ion then move along this tunnel, and it will rotate this rotor clockwise. H ion flow pass down the H ion gradient. A starter in the membrane hold the knob stationary. Now, this knob hold the knob in stationary direction. Starter. This starter is again a system vertical rod. It should hold the F1 particle. A rod or stalk extending into the knob also spin. Now, this rod also spin along with the rotors. This will spin again the clockwise direction. So, this is you see in the picture, this is a rod, and this is again a clockwise rotation. This knob also spin, activating catalyst sites in the knob. So what will happen? The sites of the catalysts that will become beer up when these 6 proteins are the enzymes. When it moves, so this will beer up, or this will expose the sites for ADP, ATPase or ATP synthetase activity. Activating the catalytic sites in the knob, 3 catalytic sites in the stationary knob join inorganic phosphate to ADP to make ATP. So this catalytic site in the knob. So this knob जब वो स्पिन करेगा, नीचे वाला जो रोटर्स है ऊपर से रोटर स्पिन करेगा क्लॉकवाइज, रॉड को मूव करेगा, it will release the 3 sides of the catalase activity, that is ATP synthesis enzyme. So ADP molecule will join the phosphate molecule to form the ATP. So this movements is solely depend upon the influx of H ion. ये आपने जरूर याद रखना है कि ये मूवमेंट जो है रोटर्स की विद F1 पार्टिकल along with rod is only dependent upon the presence of H ion and its movements across the cell membrane, intermitochondrial membrane through F1 particle through a tunnel. It will rotate this rod-like structure, and then this knob will activate the catalytic sites for ATP synthesis. Now, what is the matrix? The matrix is the space enclosed by a inner mitochondrial membrane. You have already in the previous slide, you see that the matrix is space between the inner mitochondria. It contains about enzymes, all the protein concerned for the both from mitochondrial as well as nuclear DNA. Important in the production of ATP with the aid of ATP synthetase. Contain highly concentrated mixture of hundreds of enzymes for oxidation of pyruvate and fatty acid and a citric acid cycle. So, contain highly concentrated mixture of hundreds of enzymes for oxidation of pyruvate and fatty acid and a citric acid cycle. So, आप सब जानते हैं कि citric acid cycle and beta oxidation are the two key processes जो कि mitochondrial matrix में present and they are required enzymes, and these enzymes are freely present within the matrix. Mitochondrial ribosome, RNAs, and several copies of mitochondrial DNA genome are also present in the matrix. Mitochondrial granule make up of calcium and magnesium ion. Granule जो नजर आते हैं मैट्रिक्स में वो आपको calcium ion के हैं, magnesium ion to regulate their metabolism. Mitochondrial DNA is self-sufficient in producing some parts of the protein required for the mitochondria, although the mitochondria is dependent on the nuclear DNA as well. Now this is again a picture of a hypothetical diagram of a mitochondria. Look at these are the cristae and F1 particle. These are the DNA molecule, and this is the molecule of ATP synthetase over here. So inner mitochondrium and outer matrix of the picture, and this is the again a presentation of a this is again location of a ribosome. These are again a ribosome. Again the summary of the production of ATP molecule. Now this all reaction. Now look at this cytochrome C reductase. This is the intramembranous protein concerned for cytochrome, concerned for electron transport, which is located only in the intermembranous. Rest of all the proteins are intramembranous, inner mitochondrial membrane. NADH join the H ion, release the H ion, carrying electron from food, converted into NAD, and H ions are transported in the intermembranous space. Protein complex electron carrier. Q enzyme Q, then is the second, third, cytochrome C, all are depositing H ion within the intermembranous space. This H ion is transported across the F1 particle, H ion, ADP joined with the P and form the ATP molecule. This is the energy reservoir for the whole cell. Over here is the activity of ATP synthase. This is the enzyme. By the movements of clockwise of the rotor and the knob, ATP activity will start by the ATP synthetase, and then ATP formation will take place. Now, last word is the mitochondria is thought to be aerobic prokaryote, lives as a symbiotic bacteria in eukaryote. Now, these are the last word about this mitochondria, because is an aerobic prokaryotes. ये वो प्रोकैरियोट्स है जो कि अपनी लिविंग जो है वो पूरी करता है, लेकिन नेचर ने इसे सिम्बायोटिक बना दिया यूकैरियोट्स को, क्योंकि कुछ इसकी जो प्रोटीन्स हैं वो नेचर ने कैप्चर करके सेल के अंदर रख दी न्यूक्लियर डीएनए को, इसलिए ये मजबूर हो गया कि वो प्रोटीन अगर इसकी ना आए तो वो ज़िंदा नहीं रह सकता। तो सिम्बायोसिस लाइफ जो है वो माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया की सेल के अंदर है, लेकिन अल्लाह ताला ने इसको हर वो चीज़ दी है जो कि इंडिपेंडेंट वाइटलिटी के लिए, इंडिपेंडेंट ज़िंदगी के लिए सारी सहूलियात मौजूद हैं। इसका अपना राइबोसोम है, इसका अपना डीएनए सिस्टम है, इसकी अपनी प्रोटीन सिंथेसिस मशीनरी भी है, ये अपनी ऑक्सीजन प्रोड्यूस कर सकता है, एटीपी मॉलिक्यूल प्रोड्यूस कर सकता है। लेकिन इससे कुछ प्रोटीन जो है नेचर ने डीएनए को दे के इसको सिम्बायोटिक लाइफ पे मजबूर कर दिया। थैंक यू वेरी मच टुडे लेक्चर। नेक्स्ट वी मूव ऑन टू दी other organelle endoplasmic reticulum in the next lecture. Thank you.